Welcome to Placid News TV. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's trial. A new date has been slated for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, to appear in court under the newly assigned judge. Relax, watch this video. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will appear in court on the March 21, 2025. Meanwhile, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has accused the federal government of trivializing his trial since it began in 2015. According to Kanu, the constant amendment of his charges showed that he was being punished innocently. Kanu made his position known in a press release by his special counsel, Baroloy Ejemaker, on Tuesday. Ejemaker stated that Kanu instructed his legal team after they visited him at the headquarters of the State Security Services in Abuja on Monday to clarify the critical issues pertaining to his trial. Ejemaker said Kanu instructed his legal team to publicly clarify that the treason or treasonable felony charges brought against him were all struck out on October 14, 2021 at the behest of the federal government because of the absence of any evidence to prove them. Quoting him, these charges were struck out after Kanu had endured a grueling 18 months detention and 6 years of trial on account of these charges. The sudden shift from treason to terrorism after the extraordinary rendition reflects a dubious move by the federal government to shift the goalpost, which directly led to the current lengthy detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. To be clear, treason, under Section 41 of the Criminal Code, requires proving intent to overthrow the state, a very high bar tied to Mazi Kanu's pre-2017 self-determination activities. After his 2021 abduction, the government reframed the case around terrorism, leveraging on IPOB's 2017 proscription by Abubakar Malami and late Justice Kafarati to target post-2017 Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's broadcasts and leadership as a way to cripple a legitimate agitation for self-determination, a protected right under Article 20 of the African Charter enacted by the National Assembly in 1983. Ejemaker averred that Kanu was not arrested in Kenya but was instead abducted in what the Supreme Court, per Justice Emmanuel Agim, called a criminal abduction and characterized as executive lawlessness. He continued, "It is no different from the brazen and criminal manner kidnappers abduct their victims and demand ransom." The Supreme Court also acknowledged the egregious violations of international law and norms, e.g., extradition treaties, and Nigerian law, e.g., fair hearing and due process, consistent with the UN Working Group opinion in July 2022 calling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's detention arbitrary. The federal government sidestepped a binding 2016 federal high court ruling that held that IPOB is not an unlawful group and resorted to leveraging in a procedurally flawed 2017 proscription to levy an infamous rendition against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's prosecution is still hinged on this highly flawed 2017 proscription of IPOB. Sooner than later, the day shall come when all these anomalies will no longer stand the test of time. It's over 2 weeks since the Aha Mofu massacre by Fulani killer herdsmen happened in Enugu state, but everywhere is silent. No uproar from anywhere. No media house is discussing it. Ohani's Ndigbo is silent. The government of Enugu state is silent. The Otellectuals group is silent. The so-called Igbo Twitter influencers, aka the emergency lover of Ndigbo, are silent. No space of any sort on X to discuss the terror attack and the solution. The development of Igbo land and prosperous Igbo nation group are silent. The Igbo obedants are mute. But in all this, I know one person who would never be silent in a situation like this. His name is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He's the only one that genuinely has the interest of Igbo people at heart after all. He's the only solution to Igbo problem in Nigeria. So please know your hero and savior. Don't let anyone fool you. His name is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and he will be appearing in court again under the newly assigned Yoruba judge, on Friday 21st of March, 2025. Keep him in your prayers as we hope for nothing else but victory on that day.
Odogwu Slated, Moses Chukwu nyelu n'ọchọ nke adị mmilo ụmụ Igbo ka anyị chọọ n'oge anyị ọ sị ya marọ emesịa aka na ị ga-amarịli emesịa aka na ị ga-aghọta ndị ọcha achasị bute ọcha ha achasị bute nke dị ụlọ n'Igbo erika ndị jili maka iji ego wele kụzi ụmụnne ba unu godu mana ba ụmụ Igbo ka anyị chọọ n'oge anyị maka anyị chọọ n'oge anyị ụmụ Igbo ka anyị chọọ n'oge anyị ka anyị chọba n'oge anyị ụmụ Igbo ka anyị chọba n'oge anyị onye jizi na nwanne ya je politiks ka anyị chọọ n'oge anyị onye jizi na nwanne ya jalụ mgbala ka anyị chọọ n'oge anyị n'anụgo ka anyị chọba n'oge anyị ụmụ Igbo ka anyị chọba n'oge anyị ka anyị chọọ n'oge anyị njem bụ njem ka anyị bụ ka anyị njem bụ njem ka anyị bụ ka anyị
Amuna gibiliben Nandikano Bamaitama Chineke nyelu Biafra godozo bodani Amuna gibiliben Nandikano Bamaitama Chineke nyelu Biafra godozo bodani Amuna gibiliben Uponu ya Ijoku ya Omume ya Bureni ya Komputa Uponu ya Ijoku ya
Hey, come. Akalaka madino nwere mfiche. Akalaka madino nwere mfiche. Ugochukwu tụwere mmadụ mfiche n'ihe.